Charmix and Enchantix forms might appear in Winx Club Reboot, and we might see the Winx upgrading their powers in the later episodes.
Wait, if there's trouble, wouldn't it be nice to have a little fairy magic around?
And there's this flower on Heracleon I've been wanting for so long.
This theory became more popular after one of the Italian singers associated with the Winx Club franchise posted a possible spoiler image on Twitter, hinting at the return of both Charmix and Enchantix. These transformations hold historical significance in the original series, and their return could offer a new layer of development for the characters. If you're curious about what else the reboot could explore, keep watching. In the early episodes of the reboot, the girls are shown using their original transformation, Magic Winx. Through the official Winx Club channel, we've been able to observe their transformation sequences and design updates. However, after the spoiler image emerged, many fans began to question whether Magic Winx would be the only transformation featured in this season.
Wow, helping people believe in the power of good would be such an amazing thing to do.
The likely answer is no, depending on how the production team decides to end the season, possibly with a cliffhanger. This opens up opportunities for several narrative developments, especially if the show continues into a second season. Historically, Charmix appeared in Season 2, and Enchantix was introduced in Season 3. Both transformations were tied to key battles with major villains. Winx had to evolve their magic to face new threats when their existing powers proved insufficient. Considering that the reboot seems to follow the original structure closely, Bloom joining Althea, meeting the Winx, and discovering her powers, the timeline for introducing new transformations could follow a similar pattern. A major structural difference is that Aisha is already a member of the group, and the Tricks, along with other witches and fairies, are studying in Althea from the beginning.
Oh, you want to know why you have these powers, do you? Well, they'll soon be ours, so you won't have to worry about it much longer.
This changes the way characters interact and the timing of certain revelations. If the Tricks are spending extended time with the Winx in the same school, and only later come to understand Bloom's true powers, then the gradual build-up toward more advanced transformations like Charmix and Enchantix could be delayed or teased over a longer arc. Additionally, the Codex, which had 3 hidden components across different locations, and the Water Stars, which required the fairies to temporarily give up something they deeply valued, were key parts of Seasons 2 and 3. These narrative arcs are unlikely to be rushed into one season. Instead, they may be reserved for later exploration. Still, the creators could include visual or dialogue-based hints as foreshadowing.
Althea.
In one of the reboot trailers, Bloom is seen researching in the library, possibly investigating the Tricks or trying to learn more about her origins. In that scene, she may discover information about fairy evolution, including references to Charmix or Enchantix. Similarly, a cliffhanger at the end of the season could introduce a new threat, justifying the need for power-ups. At the end of Season 1, it's likely that the Tricks will be defeated. But unlike the original series, where they were captured and punished, they might escape this time. Their retreat could be a strategic move to align with stronger magical villains, such as Darkar or Valtor. This could change the dynamics of future seasons. How would the Tricks learn about these dark figures? The answer may lie in their intelligence and ambition. Despite being antagonists, the Tricks are clever and well-educated in dark magic. Like Bloom, they could learn about ancient threats from Althea's archives or secret rooms, similar to how Bloom discovered the Wizards of the Black Circle's portraits in Season 4. This sets up a clear narrative path to escalate the stakes across seasons. Personally, I hope Charmix returns because it was one of the most character-driven upgrades in the series. The Winx earned Charmix by overcoming personal weaknesses and making emotionally mature decisions. It wasn't just a power boost, it was proof of their growth. The return of Charmix could also signal the return of Dark Bloom, one of the most psychologically rich storylines in the franchise.
We're almost ready, Dark Bloom.
Speaking of Charmix, I also hope the reboot teases the existence of pixies. In Season 2, we learn that pixies live in a hidden section of Althea and play a vital role in protecting the Codex. They are far more integrated into the storyline than later side characters like the Selkies or magical pets. Bringing back the pixies would strengthen the reboot's world building and deepen the magical lore. 2. More about Bloom. Another essential topic is Bloom's backstory. She comes from the destroyed planet Domino, which was ruined by the ancestral witches. In the original series, it wasn't until Season 3 that we learned the full history and restored the planet in The Secret of the Lost Kingdom. This delayed explanation felt disconnected. The reboot could correct this by showing flashbacks or episodes centered on Domino earlier in the story. During Domino's fall, Daphne was cursed and lost her physical form while saving Bloom by sending her to Earth. If the reboot includes scenes of Bloom's birth, Daphne's life as a Cyrenix nymph, and the planetary attack, it would make Bloom's heritage more emotionally resonant. The reboot will almost certainly reintroduce Daphne. In Season 1 of the original, Bloom noticed Daphne through dreams and visions long before learning they were sisters. The reboot could mirror this with updated visuals and pacing. Daphne's curse could also be the starting point for introducing Cyrenix, even if the girls don't unlock that form until later seasons. This would lay important groundwork.
No, not Cyrenix. Look at me. Look at what Cyrenix did to me.
3. The iconic battle scenes. Some of the most intense moments in Winx Club took place in Seasons 1 and 2, where Winx girls and Trix engaged in real, high-stakes battles. One standout is the mission to rescue Miusa from Cloud Tower. In that scene, Icy realizes Bloom's full potential and tries to exploit it. It's one of the most pivotal moments for both characters. This confrontation is also the beginning of the complicated triangle between Miusa, Riven, and Darcy.
Well, well, look who's here.
Why? It's one of the little fairies. Please, not today, okay?
Darcy manipulates Riven, straining his relationship with Miusa. Their toxic dynamic adds emotional depth and realism to the show. If the reboot wants to preserve the original's character arcs, this storyline should return. Another major conflict is when the Trix ambush Bloom in Gardenia and steal her dragon flame. Bloom collapses as her power is taken, and the impact of that moment still resonates with fans. The emotional weight of a fairy losing her core identity is something the reboot would benefit from revisiting. I believe the reboot will include Bloom's power loss. It opens the door for an internal journey, where she searches for a way to reclaim her flame. In doing so, she might find ancient texts or magical insights pointing to Charmix or Enchantix, creating a seamless link between story progression and power evolution.
What does Winx mean?
Nothing, just Winx.
That's everything for this video. Let me know what you think about the reboot and the possible return of Charmix and Enchantix. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss future updates.